So today is my mom's birthday, and she passed away in 2008. And we were very, very close. But one of the things that we did not agree on was hair and my hair. And if she was still here, I think she would like my hair. Although I think we would have probably fought about it a little bit at first. So let's talk about it. So my mom was an old school cosmetologist long before I was born. Hair was very important to her, and not just hair, but personal appearance and how you kept yourself. There were a lot of really strict rules that I had to follow in terms of how I looked before I left the house. She did not play. So when I got to the point where I became an adult and I was really interested in the possibility of going natural, we definitely had some conversations about it. Might be a little bit more like a fight. But I remember reading this natural hair book and talking to her about it, and her kind of looking at the picture and being like, "Is this what you want your hair to look like?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't know. I don't know what my hair is going to look like." I'm actually half Kenyan. Out of the women in my family that I was raised with, I have some of the coarsest hair. So I knew I was going to be in for something that was interesting and different from what I knew, but I was up for the challenge. But this was definitely a point of contention between us, and I loved her and she loved me. We didn't even have to communicate. We didn't need words, but she didn't have to say too much about it. I knew she wasn't really down with the idea. So I kind of put it out of my head for a really long time. So when my mom passed, I was went to have to go back and count because I kind of blocked it out. I was like 25 years old. I was still really young, a young adult, kind of trying to figure out my own way and my own path. And the immediate absence of her voice and her presence in my life impacted me and still continues to impact me day to day. But one of the things, I guess, if I had to, was forced to name a positive that came out of her passing away was when it came to my hair. I said, well, she's gone. She's no longer here. So I'm going to make the decisions that just kind of make the most sense to me. And although she meant very well for me, with us being from different generations, I think we had different feelings and thoughts about hair and wearing a natural hair with it being in the workplace and things like that. Around the time she passed, I ended up earning my master's degree from Northwestern University in Chicago. And so that was a really big deal. And I think she was just thinking a lot about my career path and how I would be perceived with the natural hair. She was just doing her best to look out for me. But I couldn't get it out my head or out of my mind what it was that I really wanted to try. And try that I did my natural hair journey that I went on back and forth and around in circles until I finally settled on Sisterlocks. But I really just in the end had to make my own decisions on that and a million other things. The thing that makes me the saddest though is I've evolved a lot as a person since she passed. I was 25 and now I'm 43. And she never got to know me now. She didn't get to know who I am now. But with me being 43, the older I get, even though my hair is different than how she would have worn hers, the more I remind myself of her. Even with me talking about my gold gray journey, my graying hair journey, when she passed, she was like 80% gray. So even that makes me think of her fondly every day. Because although we made a lot of different decisions in life, we're still so similar. And I'm still her legacy. But even if she had lived this long, and to give context, she passed after Bernie Mac passed and right before President Obama was elected president. So just to give a cultural context, the world has changed so much since then. And I do believe that my thoughts and memories around her are frozen in time in 2008. But if she had lived till now, till 2026, I totally do think she absolutely would have loved my hair. We probably would have had the same hairstyle, to be honest. She probably would have ended up going on the same journey that I went on, and we probably would have been Loc friends. We would have been Loc sister friends together. I have no doubt. I probably would have made her do it. So life truly does go on. That was one of the saddest things to me when she passed. I remember New Year's Eve 2008, just feeling that I was so sad that we were crossing over into another year, and it felt like I was leaving her in 2008. and how the world just continued to move on and go on. Even though she was not here, it just felt so cruel and so wrong. I've had quite a few years to get used to that feeling and that thought. And I've made peace with the fact that life goes on, life moves on. I have continued to evolve. That was what, 18 years ago? Which, oh, maybe my math is off. I try not to think about the years, not to get emotional, but it has been a long time. And sometimes it feels like yesterday that she was here. Sometimes it feels like 1,000 years ago that she was here. My concept of time when it comes to her not being here is all completely warped. But one thing is for sure is that I'm her legacy and I'm part of her legacy in this world. And that is something that I hold and cherish and means a whole lot to me each day as I go throughout my life. So I'm still here in her honor. I'm still fighting and I'm still grateful. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye.